Hey guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel Swift series. How are you guys? I hope you all are good. And guys, this is the day 6 and today I am gonna talk about operators. So guys, I hope up to now you have clear clarity about what is Swift and how we can create a variable, how we can store a value, what is the variable and why we need to use, what is the type inference, what is the data types are available in Swift. Okay, so guys, these are the things you should have clear clarity. Okay, so guys, now let's move on the day 6 topic, that is operators. So guys, operators are what? Why we need to use operators? So guys, operators are nothing but it's a symbol. Okay guys, operators are the symbols which you can say which are used to perform some operations. Are you getting my point? So guys, if we want to perform any operation in Swift, okay, if we want to perform any operation, then we need to take the help of operators. Okay, clear to all of you? So guys, this is the operators, and now guys, there are some terminologies we need to understand, and those are what? Operators are the symbol by which we are performing the operations, and on which we are performing the operations are called operands. Are you getting my point? Operands. So if we are performing the operation on the values, then values will be treated as operands. If we are performing the operations on variables, then our variables will be treated as operands. Clear to all of you? So guys, and there are some three terminologies you need to understand, that is what? Unary operators, binary operators and ternary operators. Okay guys, so in the unary operators you will have only a single operand on which you will perform the operation, right? Clear to all of you? Like you are writing -14. Are you getting my point? If you are writing -14, then minus is the operator, right? And 14 is your operand. Clear? Or if you are writing minus a variable, means you are using the minus operator. Okay, and the a variable is nothing but it is operands in this case. Okay, operand. Clear? So guys, this is the unary operator. Means unary operators are those operators which are used on a single operand. Clear? And if you are using, if we are talking about binary operators, then these operators are used to perform the operation on two operands. Clear my point? So if our operator is performing the operation on two operands, then that operator is known as binary operator. Clear? And in the ternary operator, there are three targets. Are you getting my point? Means with the ternary operators you will use three operands. Clear to all of you? We will see in the example, don't worry if you are not clearing these things. Okay, so these are the terminology which you need to understand. After that, now we will move on the operators. Okay guys, so basically majorly there are 6 kinds of operators are available in Swift, right? But there are more than 6 operators are also available, but majorly we are talking about 6 kinds of operators, right? So the first one is your assignment operator, then arithmetic, comparison, logical, bitwise and ternary operator. So guys, let's start with arithmetic operator, right? After that we will see assignment, and then comparison, then logical, then bitwise and then ternary operator, right? Clear to all of you? Now guys, let's jump on our playground and let's dirty our hand with operators. Okay, so guys, as you can see, our playground is ready to use, right? So let's dirty our hands with operators. Okay guys, so let me remove this line and let's start okay, so guys, first operator is nothing but it's a arithmetic operator. So let's understand the arithmetic operators. Okay, so arithmetic operators are the symbols, or these are the operators which are used to perform mathematical calculations on operands. Clear to my point? Clear to all of you? So these operators are used to perform basically mathematical calculations or arithmetic calculations, right? So how many operators are there? As you can see on the screen, this is the arithmetic operator, and these are the symbols which are we are going to use. Okay, so plus, minus, multiply, divide and modulus, right? So let's see. There is a variable, and in which I have stored a value, and let's take another variable, and I'm taking a C or result variable. Okay, and in this result I'm gonna store a plus b. Okay, and I want to print the result. Okay guys, so guys, as you can see, a is the variable, b is another variable. We are initializing two values, 70 and 89, and we are initializing the result variable with sum of a plus b. Okay guys, so as you can see guys, we are performing the operation on a and b. What we are doing actually here, we are adding these two values, means we are performing the operation. Which operation? Mathematical calculation, arithmetic, right? So to perform this arithmetic operation we are using plus symbol, means this is our operator, and this is the arithmetic operator. Clear to all of you? Means this is the arithmetic operator which is going to be used to perform sum operation. Clear? So it is going to be calculated and it is going to be stored into result variable, and we are printing our result variable. Okay, so let's look at our output. So as you can see guys, it is adding these two values and it is going to print this. Okay, so let's say we want to print some messages also. So let me put here our message, and our message is like print and result is equals to, and after that we want to print the value. Okay, so as I think already told you in the third video or fourth video, we have seen how we can print variables value with message. Okay, so we want to print the result. Okay, so you need to put the forward slash, then within the parentheses you need to pass your variable. Okay, so guys, if I run it, then as you can see the output is result is equals to 167. Okay, so if I want to perform plus, minus, multiply, then I can do. Okay, so let me do it with the, okay, so if I want to perform a minus b, then I can do it. Okay, so let me print once again here, and for multiply and divide also. So this is for multiply and this is for divide. Okay, so let me run it. So as you can see, it is first of all it is printing sum, then difference, and then multiply and the divide. Okay, and there is one more thing, that is modulus. Okay, so basically this symbol is going to be used to print remainder after dividing. What is the remainder? Let's say we want to change the value and we want to make it as 5 and 2. Okay, so now let's run, and guys, as you can see, it is printing a sum as 7, difference is 3, and multiply is 10, and divide as 2, and the remainder is as 1. Okay guys, so these are the arithmetic operators. Now guys, the next category is assignment operators. Okay, so let's look at assignment operators. And so guys, assignment operators, I think its name is already clear to you, and so these operators are used to basically assign the value. Clear to all of you? So let's move on playground and let's do some coding with the assignment operators. Okay, so guys, as you can see, if we want to initialize any variable, so what we do, we create the variable and we initialize the value. So guys, this initialization operation is performed by our assignment operator. Clear? So this is our assignment operator. This equals to is assignment operator. Okay, so what are the assignment operators are there? Okay, so this is our assignment operator. After that, this is also, and minus is equals to is also operator, and multiply is equals to, and divide is equals to, and also modulus is equals to. Clear to all of you? So these are some assignment operators. So let's take one of them. Okay, I will tell you only one. After that you will already automatically understand. Okay, so let's say there is another variable 1 and 2, and guys, I am doing what? I am creating one another variable, that is 3 is equals to, and I am doing what? And I am writing, sorry, so let me make it as var, and guys, I am writing what? I am writing plus is equals to 2. So guys, what happens? Okay guys, okay, so as you can see, we have two variables, 1 and 2, and now what I am doing here, within the one variable we are initializing the 1, and within the two variable we are initializing 2. Okay, and after that we are doing what? We are saying 2 plus is equals to 1. Means guys, first of all I am taking the value of 2, and then I am taking the value of 1. We are adding these two values, and again I am initializing within which variable? 2 variable. Means if I print 2 now, then it's going to print 3. Are you getting my point? If you are not understanding, let's take another example with another value. Let's say we have this. Okay, so within the one variable we are initializing 10, within the two variable we are initializing 29, and if we write 2 plus is equals to 1, means first of all we are adding these one or two values, and then after the coming the result we are initializing that result into again once again to this 2 variable. Okay, so if I print this 2 value, then it's going to print 39. Okay, so let me run it. So as you can see, it is printing 39. Clear? The same pattern it follows for minus is equals to, multiply is equals to, divide is equals to, and modulus is equals to, right? So in case of divide is equals to, it's gonna calculate the quotient, and it's going to initialize in the current left variable. Okay, whoever the left variable. Clear to all of you? So kindly try all these with yourself. Okay, so the next category is comparison operator. So these operators are basically used to perform comparisons. Are you getting my point? These operators are used to perform comparisons, and these operators output will be always true or false. Okay, so let's jump on the playground, and so we are going to see comparison operators. Okay, and the operators which it covers, that is equal equals to, and this is known as not equals to, less than, greater than, less than equals to, and greater than equals to. Okay, so these are some operators which are going to be used within comparison operators category. Okay, so let's say guys, we have a variable like I think I have already used 1 and 2 variables. Okay, so let me try to perform some operations like var result is equals to, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to check whether 1 is equals to 2 or not. Means the one variable's value is equals to 2's variable's value or not. Are you getting my point? Means we are performing the comparison now guys. We are performing the we are comparing value of two variables, and the comparison of what kind? We are checking the equality of values. Clear? So what it's going to return? It's going to return true or false. Means the result value type will be what? Bool. Are you getting my point? As we have already talked about the bool in the data type section, okay, in this session. So it's going to return a bool value, this comparison operation. Okay, so as we have discussed, arithmetic is going to return the mathematical calculation, assignment is going to return the same value, the right value to the left variable. Okay, where the comparison operators are going to return true or false. Okay, bool kind of value. So let's print our result, okay, and see what happens. So guys, as you can see, it is returning false. Why? Because the 1's value is what? 10 and the 2's value is what? 29. So both are not equal. Clear to all of you? Let's say if we make it as 10, then what happens? So as you can see, why? Okay, we are changing the value here, right? So let me take the another variable, and that variable name is 3, and I'm gonna store the 10 value, and instead of comparing with 2, I'm gonna compare with 3. Okay, now let's see the output. So guys, as you can see, it is returning true. Clear to all of you? So this operator is used to for what? For comparing. Okay, so comparison operators are used to perform the comparisons. So the comparison will return what? A boolean value, true or false. Okay, clear to all of you? So let's move. Okay, so you can use not equals to check whether the values are not equal or not. Means if we use like this, then we are saying what? 1 is not equals to 3. Okay, but the actual thing is what? 1 is equals to 3. So in this case we are saying ki 1 is not equals to 3, means we are saying wrong, means it's gonna return false. Clear? False. So if I make the 3 as 11, then in this case it's gonna return true. Why? Because we are saying right, 1 is not equals to 3. Okay, as our operator is saying is not equal. Okay, so guys, as you can see, it is written true. The same case applied for less than, greater than. So in the case of less than, it's gonna check whether the left hand side value is less than to right hand side value or not. Clear to all of you? And in the case of less than equals to, it's gonna check whether the left hand side value is less than or equals to right hand side value or not. Okay, so in this case it is gonna return true. Why? Because 10 is less than 11. So if 1 is also 11, then it's gonna return true once again. Why? Because both are equal. But if 1 is 12, then in this case it's gonna return false. Clear? So this is our comparison operators. I hope you are getting my point. Okay guys, so kindly do the practice guys. Only one thing can teach you the programming, that is what? Practice. So if you are doing the practice on the daily basis with me and without me, then guys you will automatically learn the Swift. Okay, so guys, make sure you are doing the practice and so on. Okay, so guys, let's move on the next operator, that is logical operators. Okay guys, so guys, logical operators are basically used to perform some operations in between bool values. Okay, means on conditions or on bool values. So the logical operators operand will be of type bool. Clear? So let's say logical operators. Okay, so it covers basic three operators: and, or, and not. Okay, so these three operators are going to be used in the logical operators. Are you getting my point? So guys, let's say we are declaring a variable result of type bool. Clear? And what we are going to check here, we are going to check whether 1 is equals to 2 and so guys, for understanding purpose, let's take a simple example. That is what we are saying, true and true. Means the left hand side is saying what? True. The right hand side is saying what? True. What is the problem here? Okay, result is already declared. Okay, so let me take it as RE. Okay, so the left hand side value is what? True. The right hand side value is what? True. So the final output will be what? True. Please make sure, if we are using the AND operator, then it's gonna return true in the case of if the left hand side value is true and the right hand side value is true. If anyone is false, then AND operator is always gonna return false. Okay, not understand? No problem, I'm gonna tell you once again. Okay, so let's come let's understand with some demonstration. Okay, so guys, if left hand side value is true and the right hand side value is also true, then the final output will be what? True. Clear? But if any one is false, let's say this is false, this is false, this is also false, and in this case this is false. Okay, so guys, as you can see, if anyone is false from right hand side and left hand side, then the final output will be also false in the case of AND operator. Are you getting my point? Means if the left hand side is true, right hand side is true, then the final output will be true. If left hand side true, right hand side false, then output will be false. False false, then false. False true is false. Clear? So guys, what will be the output of if we print the RE, then what will be the output? Of course true. Why? Because both values are true. So let me print the RE value. Okay, so guys, as you can see, if I run it, see, this is printing true. As you can see, it is printing true. Clear? So okay, so this is the, if I make it as false, then what will be the output? Hey guys, look at these scenarios. So true false is false. Okay, so it's gonna print false. Clear to all of you? Okay, so give me the output of the next line, which I am going to write. Now guys, tell me the output. What will be the output of RE? You can comment in the comment section. Okay, you can pause the video and comment down your output and then tell me. Okay guys, so the output will be, guys, what? Let's check it. So 45 is greater than 5. Is it true or false? Yes, this is true. And 6 is less than 78. Yes, this is also true. Then the final output, it's going to return true. Okay, so let's run it. So as you can see, it is printing true. Clear? So this is the case of and logical AND operator. Okay guys, so this is the case of logical AND. But what happens if we take logical OR operator? Okay guys, so the table will be same. It's also gonna follow the same thing, but in this case, if any1 is true, then the final output will be true. Means this will be true and this will be true. Means if true is found there, then it's written true, true false, true false false false, false true true. Clear? Means any1 is true, then it's going to return true. Okay, so let's take the same example, and instead of and, let's make it as OR. Now let's run. So as you can see, it is returning true. Okay, last output. Okay, as you can see, true. And but if I change this, then what happens? 45 is greater than 5. it is true, but 6 is not greater than 78, it is false. But again it's gonna return true. Why? Because your one condition is true. Means you will use the logical or operator when you require at least one condition is should be satisfied. Okay, but if you want your all conditions should be satisfied, then you can use logical and operator. Clear? Clear? Okay. Okay guys, so the next thing is what? Not operator. Okay, so what it's gonna do, it's always return the reverse of the current output. Okay, what is the meaning? Let's say, let's take one example to understand it. So if let me take the example here, and guys, it is a unary operator. Clear my point? Means it's gonna applied on a single operand. So let's say if your operand is true, then it's gonna return false. If your operand is false, then it's gonna return true. What is the meaning? Okay, let's take one example. So we have a RE and I'm saying not true, means it's gonna return what? False. Okay, if I print RE, then what it's gonna return? It's gonna return false, as you can see. Okay, so it's always gonna return reverse. Okay, so let's say let's take one more example. If we are saying within the parenthesis I'm checking 45 is less than 6. Okay, what I'm doing here guys, I'm checking 45 is less than 6 within the brackets. So what will be the output here? It's of course it's gonna return false. Why? Because 45 is not less than 6. But if I put the not operator in the front of this expression, then it's gonna return me reverse. Okay, means what we are saying here, not 45 is less than 6, so it's gonna return true. Okay, so as you can see, true. Why? Because we are saying right. We are saying right means we are correct. We are saying correct. Not 45 is less than 6. Clear? And if we are not putting not, means we are saying what? 45 is less than 6, which is false. Okay, in this case it's going to return false, and if we put the not, then it's going to return true. Clear? If clear, then kindly tell me the next line output which I'm going to write. Okay, so let me write. So guys, tell me the output in the comment section. Okay, pause the video, comment down your output, and then tell me. Okay guys. Okay guys, so this is the thing which we have discussed, the logical operator. Now next move on the, okay guys, there is a bitwise operator. Guys, these operators are used to perform operations on the binaries. Are you getting my point? Means your left operand and right operands. First of all, our system is gonna our compiler is gonna compute, is gonna calculate the binary of left operand and right operand. Then it's gonna perform some operations of and or not. Okay, so as I'm not gonna explain about more about bitwise operator, kindly do it by yourself. Okay guys, but this operator is used to perform the operations on binary. We are not going to use more in the industry. Okay, but if you are developing you know what, processor based applications or IoT kind of applications, if you are going to develop, then you will use the bitwise operator. Otherwise I don't think we use as you know what, at the very large scale we are not going to use in our projects. Okay, but if you are going to work on the IoT kind of things, then of course you will use these bitwise operators. Okay, next is ternary operator guys. So guys, ternary operators are what? We can understand it by one example. Okay, so let's take one example. So guys, ternary operators always works on three operands, where there will be a condition, and on the basis of condition the ternary operator is going to return a value. Okay, so let's take one example. Let's say we have a variable my var 1 and the variable is 56, right? And I have another variable with value 57. So guys, what I'm gonna do here, let resu is equals to, and what I'm saying guys here, I'm saying my var 1 is greater than my var 2. Okay, so I am gonna check this condition. Clear? So we are understanding the ternary operator. Okay, so let me write first of all this ternary operator. Okay, yeah. So this is the ternary operator, and what is the symbol here of ternary operator? This symbol is gonna use. Okay, clear my point? And what is the syntax? Syntax means grammar. Are you getting my point? Grammatical thing, how we can write the ternary operator. So the syntax is, first of all we need to write the condition, then we put the question mark, and then we write our first output. First expected output means if our condition is true, then it's gonna return output 1. If our condition is false, then it's gonna return the output 2. Clear my point? Clear? Are you getting my point, what I'm trying to say? So guys, here this is my condition, this thing is my condition. So let me put within the parenthesis to this condition, it's gone, it may be a condition, or it can be a bool value also. Okay, so guys, if my var is greater than my var 2, then I want to return true, otherwise I want to return false. You can return any integer or string. Are you getting my point? Let's say we are returning the bool values. Okay, so let's print it and check what is the output. So guys, as you can see, it is returning false. Why? Because my var 1 is not greater than my var 2. Are you getting my point, guys? Are you understanding where we need to use ternary operator? So if you have the condition, and on the basis of condition you want to generate two optional outputs, then you can use this. Okay, so instead of bool, if you want to return some string, then you can return a string also, like my var 1 is greatest. Okay, or if condition is false, then you want to print my var 2 is greatest, right? So there are two possibilities basically. If var 1 is greatest, then it's gonna print this, otherwise it's gonna print this. Okay, so this is our ternary operator. Okay, so let's run it. So as you can see guys, it is printing my var 2 is greatest. So I hope guys I was able to tell you operators, and I hope you should have the clear clarity about it. Now guys, the time is of the practice. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some practice questions, and the questions are here. Okay, as you can see on your screen. So these are the questions, and please take a screenshot. Okay guys, and save it. And guys, you have to try these questions by yourself. Okay, so these are the some basic questions for your practice purpose. Okay, so like first is write a Swift program to enter two numbers and find their sum. So how will you do this program? So let's I will solve first question, and rest of the questions you should solve by yourself. Okay, so let's do this question. So it is saying please enter two numbers and find their sum. So guys, instead of taking the number from user, because we don't know yet now, how we can take the input from the user. Okay, so for right now what you have to do, instead of taking the number or instead of entering the number from the user, instead of taking the number from user, guys, you can take two variables. Okay, and you can initialize those variables with two values, and the question is what? Question is enter two numbers and find their sum. So we have taken two variables with values. Now we need to find their sum, we need to print it. Okay, so let's find the sum. Let result is equals to to plus u. Okay guys, so here we are using in this line two operators. First one is assignment, second one is arithmetic. Okay, so okay guys, so now let's print the result. Okay, so this is the way to solve the questions. Okay, so kindly try all the rest of the questions by yourself, and I will see you in the next video with the new topic. Okay guys, so for now, bye bye. And guys, if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, kindly subscribe the channel please guys, so that I will appreciate it, and I will bring some new interested videos for you. Okay guys, and if you having any problem guys, if you want any support from me, then kindly comment in the comment section. If I got bulk of comments, then I will, you know what, I will be appreciated, and I will do some more things, some more magic for you. Okay guys, so guys, please like the video, share with your friends, comment in the comment section, share the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.